हेमादित्यै छविसुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेमरसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So see, so we saw 20 items, 20 points of what should be done and what should be prohibited. 10 offenses of the holy names. The first 10 points where we discussed what a devotee, uh, as far as principles are concerned in devotional service, the points that a devotee should keep in mind always and should be very careful about. Now, the first 10 of the 20 items mentioned above that we discussed in our previous reading sessions are affirmative. Affirmative is something that one must do. And the second 10 are prohibitive. That is the not do nots. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami, it is said that one should be very liberal in behavior and should avoid any undesirable activities. This book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is an important book for even those persons who are, one must read this book no matter what, but this book is also important for those uh, who are seeking initiation from the bona fide spiritual master in our Guru Parampara. So, so Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is one of the books that is recommended and is a must that one must read uh, before they go ahead with the initiation process. So, in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu compiled by Srila Rupa Goswami, it is said that one should be very liberal in behavior and should avoid any undesirable activities. Of the 20 regulations, the most important are the first three: to accept the shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, be initiated by him, and serve him. So, first is accept a bona fide spiritual master, accept initiation from the bona fide spiritual master, and then favorably serve the spiritual master. For the pleasure of the spiritual master, serve the instructions of the spiritual master. In addition to these 20, there are 35 more items of devotional service, and they can be analyzed as follows. First, hearing about the Lord, Shravanam. Second is chanting about the Lord, Kirtanam. Third is remembering Him, Smaranam, Vishnu Smaranam. Fourth is worshipping Him, Pada Sevanam. Fifth, praying to Him, Vandanam. Sixth is serving Him, Dasyam. No, um, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Vandanam. Okay, this is Vandanam, praying to Him. Serving Him um, is Pada Sevanam, and uh, Seventh, engaging as his servitor is dasyam. Eighth is being friendly towards him, that is sakhyam. Being friendly towards the Supreme Lord is, now the friendship that is there, the sakhya bhav that is there in the spiritual world is different. And this being friendly towards him is, a friend is one who is a well wisher, and a friend is somebody whom we can trust. So being friendly towards the Supreme Lord is that we are the well wisher of the Supreme Lord. How can we become well wisher of the Supreme Lord? Is by doing, serving him favorably, by doing those activities which are pleasing to the Supreme Lord. And the Supreme Lord, and and we should serve the Supreme Lord in such a way that the Supreme Lord uh, has that trust in us, that yes, this person, this devotee of mine is serving me, because he's going and telling about me and my glories to the innocent people who are suffering. That is that is how we can become a friend of Krishna. So being friendly towards him, sakhyam. Ninth, offering to everything to him. This is atma nivedanam. Then 10th, dancing before the deity. 11th is sing. So when the kirtan is going on, we should dance in front of the deity. We should not just stand there with our hands tightly folded and just looking at others dance. We should also put our hands up, duahu tuliya, nachiya nachiya. So we should also dance for the pleasure of the Lord. Many times we may not feel like dancing. Many times we may have some pain in our legs or some pain in the body. But for the pleasure of the Lord, we should still dance in front of Him, that we are dancing for your pleasure. Because in the spiritual world, everything is always blissful, and Krishna's pastimes are going on eternally. And all the servants, all the devotees, they're constantly serving him. There's a group that is constantly doing kirtan, nice kirtan for the Lord. Then there's a group nicely dancing for the pleasure of the of Yugal Kishore, Radharani and Krishna, so that for their pleasure. So like that, eternally these services are going on. So whenever we are in front of the deity, whenever kirtan is going on, we should dance, even if it is light movement, but for the pleasure of the Lord. Then singing before the deity. When the kirtan is going on, we should not keep our mouth shut, but we should actually clap our hands and we should sing in the kirtan. So singing before the deity and singing for the pleasure of the deity, not so that others hear my voice and say, "Wow, very nice singer, huh? You are such a top, amazing singer. Why don't you go to Indian Idol and Z, what is that? Saregamapa." Not for that purpose, not to gain appreciation for ourselves, but for the pleasure of the Lord. I may be singing like a crow, I may be singing like a donkey, but my voice may be like, and I may be braying. But if that love is there in my heart, and when I'm singing for the Lord, it can be in the house also. Alone I'm singing, there's nobody who's listening to me. I'm dancing alone in front of the Lord and singing kirtan. Nobody's there to watch me, but I'm doing it for the pleasure of the Lord. Private performance for the Lord, for His pleasure. That is very pleasing to the Supreme Lord. Then, 12th, informing the deities of one's thoughts. Who is saying this? Who has given these points? Sriman Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is saying that please inform your thoughts to the deities. Don't keep them to yourself. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He already knows what is going on in my mind. Yes, He knows everything that is going on in your mind, from your head to everything Krishna knows. But it is our, our responsibility. If we want to create that connection, that relationship, that personal relationship with the Lord, then we must go and share our thoughts with the deities. Stand in front of the deities, speak to the deities. That is how you build your relationship. Just like a little child would go in front of the parents and share everything. As soon as a little child comes back from school, they have so many things to share. Oh, this happened in the morning, that teacher said that, and then this happened, that happened. There is no end. Sometimes the parents have to tell them, okay, wait, now give me some time. I can come back after 10 minutes. Sometimes you have to say like that. So, just like a small child, we should go in front of the deity. We should go in front of our spiritual master's picture, and never consider that it is just a picture. Even if somebody does not have a deity at home, even if it is just the picture of uh, the lordships, one should never think that they are not present there. One should know a devotee is always sure that my Lord is personally present here. So, like that, we should stand and share our thoughts that this is the update. This is what I did today. This is what others did to me. This is what I did to others. And this is how I preached. This is what I spoke. Is it okay? Please help me. So, all these things. 13. Offering obeisances to the deity. We must fall at the lotus feet. Instead of, there's a very common practice these days that we just, somebody standing in front of the deities, this, what is this, from where did, what is this, what are you putting on your forehead, and what is this? So this nuisance business should not be done. We must immediately fall on the ground, panchang pranam for the matajis, dandavat or shashtang pranam for the prabhujis, for the people who are in the male body. And one should not feel shy. Who are we trying to show off? These material mundane people. So we should not bother about who will think what. Our business is to fall at the lotus feet of the deities, of the yes, so offering obeisances. 14. Standing up to show respect to the deities and the devotees. So whenever we see that some what is it called, procession, many times we see that the deities are taken out in a procession. So we should immediately first is offer our obeisances to the deities, to the devotees, and then we should also stand up. If we are sitting on a chair, then immediately we should stand up and we should offer our respect to not just the deities but to all the devotees also, because the Lord and the devotees are, um, they should not think the devotees of the Lord are some separate. ठीक है, for the Lord we will offer obeisances. Devotees, they are only humans. We should never think like that. Devotees of the Lord are very, very dear to the Lord, and they are paraphernalia of the Lord. So we should always offer our respect and obeisances to the devotees also. Therefore, when we enter a temple, we if we see the etiquette, when we enter a temple, first we offer our obeisances. Who are we offering the obeisances to? We are offering to the devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhayeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So first is we offer our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Then we go to the altar and then we offer our obeisances to the lordships. And again, while coming out, again we are offering near the door. That is, we are again offering our obeisances to all the devotees. Then 15th, following a devotee when he gets up to go to the door. If a devotee has come to our house, we should not just sit and okay, the devotee is leaving and we are bye bye, Haribol, and we are sitting on the chair nicely. That is not the right etiquette. We should immediately stand up, go along with the devotee, open the door for the devotee, see off the devotee until it is possible. We should see off the deity. Now, of course, if we are Matajis and there is some brahmachari, then there are different etiquettes. But the we should definitely offer obeisances, because in that case definitely we are not supposed to go along with the brahmacharis, but that is case to case. So we should always seek guidance. Okay, this is my situation, what should I do? Therefore guidance is important. Therefore personal individual guidance is important. But anyhow, this is for our basic understanding that this is the etiquette, that whenever the devotee is leaving, we should go up to the door and um, we should see off the devotee. 16th is entering the temple of the Lord. So we must go to the temple. We should always go to take darshan of the Lord in the temple. 17th, circumambulating the temple of the Lord, doing parikrama of the temple. And this is also very important. 18, reciting prayers to the Lord. When we offer our obeisances, then we just stand up. It should not be blank. Mute TV. No mute TV. We should offer obeisances with prayers. When we get up, also, there should be always Vandanam. There are so many beautiful Vaishnav bhajans written by our Vaishnav acharyas. There are so many beautiful verses, shlokas from Bhagavatam, from Srimad Bhagavatam, and from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit. So we should learn some prayers and we should recite those prayers to the Lord for the Lord's pleasure. Then 19th, vibrating hymns in his honor. So glorifying the Lord. We should sing some hymns, or we should offer some prayers and hymns in the honor, in glorify, as glorifying the Lord. So this Ananda Leela Maya Vigrahaya Hemabhadivyai Chavisundaraya Tasmai Mahaprem Rasapradaaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. This is a hymn which we are offering. We are glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Similarly, glorifying Sri Nityananda Prabhu. um, there are 12 names of Sri Nityananda Prabhu given, written by Sri Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And it is said that anybody who recites those 12 names in the morning, upon waking up in the morning, such a person becomes the recipient of the causeless mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And by the causeless mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, very soon such a devotee becomes the recipient of the highest causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, so one should do these prayers. Uh, if we cannot remember, then we can just we can just note it down in a diary and keep it next to our pillow. And as soon as we wake up, we can recite those prayers. Then, okay, I think there are, since there are 35, so we'll pause here for today, and Krishna willing, we'll continue reading again tomorrow. So thank you very much for your kind association. Vancha kalpatrubhyashta kripa sindhubhyaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. श्रीला जय पताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल.
श्यामा करुणामयी माता जी की जय. हरि बोल.
जय.